Alright, so to make this bustier, I have my starting line, and on this starting line I have my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I came down 1 inch. Then I made my neck width, that is about 3 inches, and I connected it to this 1 inch here. Then this is my chest line. I made that with my pen because it's kind of faint. I came up here from my bust point. I came up by the distance between my bust point line and the under bust point line, which is 3 inches. I transferred the 3 inches here in order to get my chest line, because this is a strapless and you want everywhere well covered. Then from there I went to my under bust point line. This is my bust point line, my under bust point line, half length, and this is the hip length of the blouse I'm making. All right, so after this, the next thing I'm going to do is to get my dart line. So get your nipple to nipple measurements and divide it by 2. So I'm going to take that line all the way down. All right, so after that I'm going to impute my dart, and to do that I'm going to be using total of 2 inches for my dart, and from this center front I'm going to take 0.75 inches on this side, and I will impute the rest here. Then on this side I'm also going to do the same thing, taking total of 2 inches, or you can decide to adjust the darts however you want. So but I'm going to use a straight dart. So after that I'm going to use a nice curve to connect to my bust point line. The next thing I'm going to do is to come up here by ½ inch. Then I'm going to get the midpoint from this to this, the center point, which is here. Then I'm going to connect it straight to this. All right, so to get the bust dart, you need to take the distance between the front half length and that of the back half length. So you impute the result here and you connect over to your bust point line. Tightening, I'm going to be using 1.5 inches for my over bust tightening. So I'm going to divide it equally between this 1.25 and 0.75 and 0.75. Then I'm going to connect it straight. All right, so at this point you define how you want the upper bodies to look like. So I'm going with this 3 inches that I came up here with. So this is 3 inches. You can come down a bit, or you can make a sweetheart neckline, however you want it. So you need to take your across chest measurement so that you won't have this place loose, okay, above your bust. Okay, just take the circumference there. So when I divide, mine is about 8.5 inches, and I'm going to take it down here. So I have about 3.5 here, so I'm going to continue with the 3.5 in order to get my measurement. Okay, all right, so this is what we have. All right, so on this part where we have the across chest measurement, I'm going to step down by 1 inch and connect just yours. So after this, the next thing I'm going to take is my waist measurement divided by 4. So my waist measurement when divided by 4 is about 7.5 inches. Then I'm going to take this 2 inches that we took out and replace it over here. Then after that I'm going to take my hip circumference measurement divided by 4. This is 10.5. Then I'm going to add these 2 inches that we took out over here. Then I'm going to extend this line. After extending the line, I'm going to make a curve. You can stop, like, I don't want this to be rough, so I'm going to come up here by 1.5 inches. Then you can go ahead and close up this part, so you won't have shortage this. Then after which you can just blend this part. Then from here you can just tie the hemline. Alright, so this is the back bodice we are using. This is my chest line, this is the waistline, and this is the hip line we are working with. And the half length is kind of shorter than that of the front, and the hip line is as well shorter than that of the front. All right, so the first thing we need to do now is to impute our that allowance, our that leg divided by 2. Okay, so this is it, and I'm going to connect it. But before then, I'll just take ½ inch from both sides for my dart leg. This is ½ inch and ½ inch, and I'll just connect this over, then connect it to this point as well. Then I'll do the same thing, take the second dart leg and connect. Alright, so after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to take in 1 inch from this part for my zipper board, to eliminate the zipper board. Okay, just try not to make it too sharp because the back isn't sharp. Then your 1 inch, you can transfer back the 1 inch. Alright, so after this, the next thing you're going to do is to take your waist circumference and measure. So the waist circumference you are working with divided by 4, then you add extra 1 inch that we took out from here. Okay, so note I'm starting my measurement from this, so I'm going to transfer back that allowance we took out. Then on the hip line, I'm going to take my hip measurement. Alright, so I'm going to take my hip measurement divided by 4, and okay, I'm going to extend it just like that. Alright, so after extending it, I'm going to come up here by 1.5 inches, just like we did to the front. And to make this place a little bit balanced so that you won't have a sharp end here, take out just ½ inch, 0.25 inches from both sides, so you won't have that place pointy. Alright, so after adjusting it this way, you can just go ahead and impute that ½ inch that you took out, replace it down there. Then after that, you can just go ahead and impute your curve. Then at this point, you can go ahead and fix your measurement here, your across chest measurement. Then you connect it straight up to your bust line. Then at this point, because we don't want this place to be too high, we are going to reduce it by 2 inches. By 2 inches, and I'm going to place this first one here. so that we'll have the right measurement of what we are working with. So I placed it exactly at the half length, and mind you, I've already closed down that area. So what I have is this. Remember, we stepped down 1 inch from the chest line. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and connect it. All right, so this is what we have. This is automatically going out. So let's cut without wasting much time. So you can go ahead and label it so that you won't interchange any of it. This is the center back, and this is the side back. This is the up, down, down. Right, so this is the pattern we are working with. So I'll go ahead and cut out my fabric and get back to you.